जय श्री माता जी. लेट्स ऑल बाउ डाउन टू श्री माता जी एंड टेक बंधन. हम सब श्री माता जी को नतमस्तक होकर नमस्कार करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे. श्री महामंत्र एंड श्री गणेश मंत्र. तीन महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र. Let's place both our hands towards Shri Mata ji for cleansing our nadis and chakras and for balancing ourselves. Let's take our right hand and place it on the Mother Earth or towards the Mother Earth. अपने दाहिने हथेली को जमीन पर या जमीन की ओर, बाएं हथेली श्री माता जी की ओर. श्री माता जी, प्लीज क्लेंस एंड प्योरिफाई our लेफ्ट साइड. श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमारे इड़ा नाड़ी शुद्ध एवं निर्मल कीजिए. Let's bring our right hand back and place it on the lap. The left hand to be placed next to the left ear for cleansing the right side. अपने दाहिने हथेली को गोदी में लाएं, श्री माता जी की ओर रखें, बाएं हथेली को घुमाकर आकाश की तरफ. श्री माता जी, प्लीज क्लेंस एंड प्योरिफाई our right side and our attention. श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी और हमारी चित्त को शुद्ध एवं निर्मल कीजिए. Let's bring our left hand back on the lap. Both the hands towards श्री माता जी. बाएं हथेली को भी हम गोदी में लाएं. अपने दोनों हथेली को श्री माता जी की ओर रखें. Let's take our attention and place it on our central channel. अपने चित्त को अपने मध्य नाड़ी पर स्थित रखते हैं. श्री माता जी, please establish us on our central channel and establish us in balance. श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमें मध्य नाड़ी में स्थित करके संतुलन की स्थिति प्रदान करें. Let's now place our attention on our सहस्त्रार. अपने चित्त को अपने सहस्त्रार पर केंद्रित रखते हैं. श्री माता जी, प्लीज एस्टैब्लिश आसन थॉटलेस अवेयरनेस स्टेट. श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमें निर्विचार समाधि में स्थापित कीजिए. In this state of meditation, let's listen to Shrimati ji's speech. इसे ध्यान की अवस्था में हम श्रीमाता जी के अमृतवाणी ग्रहण करें.
When we come to this collective happening, we have to understand that people have to be collective. Because we should have big palaces where we can go and meditate, or we should have huge things, not necessary. To pray and to meditate, any place is all right. Anywhere you are there, you can enjoy. You should enjoy it. You should not demand things. Like when you come to Ganpatipule, I know it's not very comfortable, it's not even a 3-star hotel arrangement. But you enjoy each other. You love each other. And the company of every one of you is the comfort giving. What gives you comfort is the love, affection, and oneness, the unity between us. Then you don't care. You don't care what comforts you have, what happiness you have. This time, suddenly you know there were 250 more came than expected. So we had to put these temporary things for you. And you didn't mind. I'm very thankful to you for that. So complete tolerance and comfort of the body is not enough. Comfort of the spirit. If your body wants comfort, you try to make it learn to give up that. Try to make your body your slave and not you the slave of the body. This if you don't try, then in Sahaja Yoga you are nowhere. Because then you will again say, I must have a beautiful car, then I must have a house, then I must have this, must have that. If you care for your body too much, then the spirit, the light of the spirit goes down. There's no glow on your face. And there's no peace in your mind. Because all the time you are worried about your body, about your comforts, about your food, about this, about that. You can leave all these things to the divine. What you have to do to see yourself, that in your behavior you should be honest, you should be spiritual, and you should be surrendering. That's your job. You have to see, am I surrendering or not? Am I fully with Sahaja or not? What have I done for Sahaja? What I should do for Sahaja? If you don't do this way, the mind will work the other way around. If you start thinking, oh, this is not good for my child, that's not good, this is this. Once you start thinking what I have to do for Sahaja, what I have to work out for Sahaja, how I have to spread Sahaja, you'll be surprised, your mind will get into the aura of spirituality. And nobody has to tell you anything. It will just work automatically. You have the power, you have everything, you have the fountain which has to be opened up. So we come to another point that we should realize what we are. This is very important for Sahaja. Christ has said, I am the Son of God. Alright? He said it openly. Though people crucified him for that. But he said it. He said it openly. I am the Son of God. Do what you like. Which was the fact, which was the truth he was supposed to say. So now as Sahajogis have to say, I am the son or daughter of Adi Shakti. Once you say to yourself that, suddenly you will start changing, because it's a very big position. It's a very anointed position. Once you start saying that, then you will start understanding what is your responsibility. You'll be amazed those people have been to wrong gurus when they come to Sahaja Yoga. They become extremely generous and extremely dedicated, extremely humble because they have suffered so much. Sometimes those who come directly do not have that feeling. What you have got, you know better when you have gone through some ordeals. But if you get it sahaj, then they don't understand. So we have to also introspect all the time. The first introspection is that am I humble? Can I humble down myself before anyone? That's very important. But temper is the worst thing. Krishna has said, from the temper everything bad starts. Temper starts from liver. So you can cure your liver. But temper, you can see yourself how your temper is bad and how you want to get rid of the temper. Temper will kill all the connectivity. Temper will blur all the beauty of spirituality. A person who is very hot-tempered and talks of God, people will say, let's run away from this man. You have to get it. It's very important to introspect them to get angry. All right, but not in such. You don't have to get angry. You don't have to shout at anyone. You don't have to beat anyone. If there is any problem, you can tell me. But I've seen people fighting, quarreling sometimes, and I'm amazed how these people are quarreling among themselves. Gradually, I'm sure, as you'll grow in spirituality, all these fights and quarrels and what you call the different grouping ideas will drop out. But Sahaja Yoga will not allow you to stay here. You will be exposed immediately. People will know about it. So try to understand why you get angry, why you have temper, what is the reason, what you don't like in other people, maybe within you, same thing may be existing within you. So it's a cleansing process in Sahaja Yoga, which is very important, and we need the help of Christ very much. Because there is rationality that covers your answer. You can rationalize everything. Even if you kill somebody, you can rationalize. So this Agya is also our enemy if we cannot keep it open. Absolutely. Because we can justify ourselves. We can say, what can I do? It happened like that. And once you start get after yourself, all these things will go away. If you are getting angry very much, stand before the mirror and try to get angry with yourself. Then attachments. Attachments are very subtle. Formerly, what I had known about the Western Sahaja Yogis, they didn't love their children. Now I find they are glued to their children. And they want to move the whole movement of Sahaja Yoga according to the whims of their children. Also, Indian Sahaja Yogis are like that. They are very attached to their children. They have been always very attached to their children. I have already explained to you that attachment is the death of love. If you love somebody, then love everyone according to the need of that person. You have to move. You cannot just stick into one person. That is not your responsibility. That is the responsibility of the divine. And leave it to divine, and you will see your children will improve, your relationships will improve, everything will improve, because it's not your responsibility. Your limitations will affect all these relations. I should actually say that this limited relationship might also suffocate the relations. So have a very wider vision and a wider understanding how far you are. If you come in the nature, you can learn it very well. See, the water is coming to all the trees, everyone is blessed. It doesn't stick to any one tree or anywhere. If it does that, the whole thing will be finished. If you have to think of collectivity, you have to be very much detached and not driven or persuaded into some sort of a small little relationship. It's much easier for you to follow such than anybody else in the world could have followed, because others were not realized souls. You are all realized souls. There are other attachments. Attachments to money. Very surprising. Like, they treat Sahaja sometimes like a shop or a market. So they'll say, Mother, can you make it half rate? Can you make it quarter rate? Can you give us some concession? Some sale, There are at least 35% people are coming free. And those who can pay want to have half, less than half. I don't know what to say to them. I mean, this is the only chance where you can really give some money, which is of course shared, I agree. It's not all that money is needed for one person, but you can share very easily with others, because they don't have that much money to come to this country. They don't have that much money to live here. As we are talking about global life, we have to understand that we have to share money with them. If you start understanding only this much, I tell you, your attachment to money will go. That you have to share. You don't want to share anything. You may have crores, but you won't want to share. In Sahaja, so many people have become very rich, but they don't want to share. I'm not saying that we are here for money or anything, but main point is, fundamental point is, the attitude should be of sharing. Sahaja has given us so much. What have we done for it? Where are we sharing? On the other side, we have people who are very greedy, who want more. There are some people who go on borrowing money, some people who go on using people for their own purposes. All these petty nonsensical things are not for such. You don't need, whatever you need, you just ask, you'll get it. So some people are trying to exploit some people, and some people are trying to save themselves. There should be an open mind. As your Sahasrara is open here, this is the heart chakra here. And this heart chakra opens, then the Sahasrara opens. Open your hearts. Open your hearts. Then only you can enjoy yourself. Now supposing I want to see something with my eyes, and my eyes are closed, can I see something and enjoy it? If you have to feel something from your heart is closed, how can you feel that? So open your heart. Open your heart. In this way, you will realize that things are not so difficult. It's all for us very easy. But we have to open our heart and respect each other. Sahajogis must respect each other. Somebody is black, somebody is white, somebody is tall, somebody is short, somebody is like that. God has made a variety, otherwise we would have been all like a regimentation. So we should enjoy the variety. That brings the beauty of creation. So all these outward things should not in any way impress. People should be clean, neat, tidy, that's different. But everybody should be like you is wrong. In India especially, if you speak English not very correctly, then he is condemned as a scheduled caste. With such slavish mentality, very slavish. Whether you know your language or not, your mother tongue or not, Hindi or not, doesn't matter. You must know English. If somebody says English, it's finished. Well, I've seen Japanese, Chinese, French, anyone else speaks horrible, funny English, I should say. But the words are the English themselves. English have lost the sense of English completely. But what's so much in that? Is nothing but a slavish mentality to one regime which was here for 300 years and did nothing good to themselves. Went empty-handed from it. Even the Christians in India believe that Christ was born in England. Do you believe that? Most of them. So the essence of our life is to be proud of whatever country we are born of. We must love our own country. But we should not identify with it. All the wrongs of that country we should criticize and we should see. We should not accept them. I should not become a part and parcel of those absurd people who have their limitations. Do you transcend your country? You transcend all these limitations. You have become great now. How can you remain in a small little pond? You need an ocean. You will get suffocated. Another thing is, we should not use things made by machines so much. Try to avoid as far as. These machines have created so many problems for us. We should wear something that is made by hand or by people who are using small little you can call ordinary machines, which does not require so much of smoke to come out. We should be very conscious of ecological problems as surgeons. But one thing I know, where there are surgeries, the ecological problem also gets solved because of vibrations. But vibrations will only fight when you are willing to fight ecology. Everywhere you go, you find so much of pollution, so much of pollution. How to fight this pollution? Is to be paying attention to the ecology. Are we producing all those things which is spoiling the atmosphere? We are responsible. We have to do it. Who is going to do it? So one side, as I told you, we have to look after the people who are poorer than us, who are unfortunate. We have to look after the atmosphere, which is filled with all nonsensical things, and take to a lifestyle, which lifestyle will be simpler, by which we don't use uh, so many vehicles and so many things which are creating problems. Like in Dehradun, they told me they have so many of these three-wheelers that the buses have stopped. Why? Because in the three-wheeler you pay some money less, so they go by three-wheeler, and it creates all the black soot all over. A Sahaja should never sit in a three-wheeler to save some money. It's better to walk or use a vehicle which doesn't give much of these things. There are so many ways by which we can really be very supportive of this ecological problem, because it is a part of our responsibility. Till the age of 47, I was wearing only pure cotton, not even silk. Till the age of 47. Then when this sasrara was broken, then I started wearing other clothes. Our life should be such that we should feel sensitive to every growth around us. It is only your attention, how you put your attention to things. Like now, there are so many new things are coming up in India. Everywhere. One day, I told somebody that why don't you get some quail from Germany? He said, I don't know, there is a quail in Germany. I said, there's a big industry of quails. What do you say? How do you know, mother? I said, I know. Once I go to a country, I know everything about that. All the details about it. Well, I was surprised that such a big industry they had, they never knew they had quails. In the same way, in our own country, we don't know what we have, what artistic things we have, what is the one that will help the poor. We never know about it. Why Christ was born in those conditions? Because he wanted to give blessings to those poor people, to help them with spirituality. But we are not bothered. We are not bothered to see where the poverty is and how we can help them. You can, by all means, you can help them in every corner, in every. It's very simple to understand about your own country, where the problem is, why people are poor and we cannot help. We have to take to this. Unless and until your light shines in the society, we are doing nothing. We are just enjoying our own Sahaja, Ganpatipule and all that. But what about others? So sensitivity to art, sensitivity to music, sensitivity to all creative things that are there. And what can we do with these creative things for others? The attention should be more towards these things than about useless things. Politics, you shouldn't worry so much. It will be all exposed and finished, and it will be all done. Let them fight, let them do what they like. The stupid people. Your attention should be how you can be creative, how you can help people, what you can. In everything, this one thing is love. What you call is compassion, anukampa. Just out of love and affection. And that should be a real innate expression of every Sahaja in every field of life. I don't like this, I don't like that. This kind of a person is never a Sahaja. The one who says, I like, My throat was not all right, but somebody brought some fruit. Just to please, I ate. Doesn't matter what. Little bit I did it. Just to please you, I wore such a heavy sari. You know, none of you can wear it, I can tell you. Just to please you. So what are we doing to please others? You should be a pleasing personality instead of thinking about how you should be pleased. I don't like this, I don't like that. Instead of what have I done to please others? To please the divine. Our character, our behavior should be absolutely clean. I know Sajogis have done wonders and they are doing very well. But they can do much, much, much more than what they are. So on this day of Christ's birthday, I have to tell you that it is not possible to follow his life, I agree. Very difficult. But at least one has to learn from him that he is before us. And let us try to go forward towards him in his simplicity, in his honesty, and the sacrifices he could make. May God bless.
Yes, Shimataji. Let's all bow down to Shimataji. Thanks Shimataji for today's blessings and take बंधन. हम सब श्री माता जी को नतमस्तक होकर नमस्कार करेंगे आज के इस आशीर्वाद के लिए, आभार प्रकट करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे। जय श्री माता जी।